Okay, good afternoon, everybody. This is Richie Rich Trader. It's January 25th, and it's about 4 p.m. Central Time. These are my review trades for the day. First, the disclaimer. You're going to read that. Alright, so let's go with results. I got some results. Alright, made a little money in crude oil, made a little money in natural gas, very little. And one trade banked me some money in gold. So a little over $500 today, 550 today. All right, so first trade in crude oil was a winner. You can see this. Took this short, made a new low. First entry, second entry, short. I moved my stop way too soon, which it's just a mistake I do or a habit I do, and that's just a mindset thing. I saw this prior low today and kind of got nervous, and if I was nervous, I shouldn't even taken the trade. But I took the trade because it was a good setup and would have worked out perfectly. But I got one tick there, so plus 20. The second trade was a long here. I don't even know why I took this. It was just a mistake. But I should have shorted this right here. And it's a first entry, second entry off the new low, even though it was a one tick low. New low, but it was still a valid second entry short, right around the VWAP. But I didn't take it. I took a long, which was stupid. I don't even remember why I took that. It was at the open, so I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was watching volume or something. But anyway, just lost. Once I realized it was a bad trade, I got out of it. You can see, only lost one tick on it, and that was that. Second trade was right here. So this was the inventory report, came out at 9:30, and you can see the initial reaction was down. And you know what they say, the initial reaction is usually the wrong one. But I really don't care about that. I just follow the price. So when it didn't even test this low, didn't test this double bottom. I knew, by 9:35, 5 minutes later, we're not going to head that way. So we made this new high here, and I took a long right there at the POC, point of control. I took my first is a 5 and an 11, and for whatever reason, I think I only got 4 on this. Yeah, I don't know why I got 4, but I got 4 on this, and I moved my second target out, and then I tried to move it out further because this really shot up pretty quick, and I tried to grab it and go up here, and it didn't work out. So I'm glad I moved it out some because I got 79. It was a big winner. So, but I could have got all this. I could have, what I was trying to do is get it up here. I just couldn't do it fast enough to this prior high day. So we broke through that prior high day and then made this high, and that was it. That was it. That's all the move they had in them. I could have taken this is a second entry short off of this low, off this swing low. First entry, second entry. I didn't take it. I had already made my bones there, so I wouldn't worry about it. But I marked that up, and I marked this one up. But we were in a wedge here, so it could have broke out either way. But this was a strong move off of that high today. So we went down, retested it, banged off of the prior low today again. That's kind of where we ended up. Ended up where we started, really. So that's that. I'll pause it and find my natural gas. Okay, so here's the natural gas, natty gas, and I didn't do that great trade in natural gas. I made was a $60, but I was down for most of the day, and I'll show you why. So I took this. My first trade was right here. Right, I should have went short where the circle is, but I got in late. But I thought it was going to go. It kind of looked like it made a little double bottom there, but it looked like it wanted to go back down here. That's why I took it, and I took it late, knowing that I was risking it. So I lost on that one. And then, like a dummy, for some reason I went short here when this was clearly a move up. Now I drew this after the fact. Well, no, I drew this, and then I was thinking it made a measured move, and that would be the end of it. But I should have waited for confirmation. I got a little trigger happy and actually tried to go short twice. I went once and got one tick, and then I tried it again when it came back down. Made this reversal bar right here, this purple one. That was just stupid. Because clearly the goal or the objective was going to be the prior high day, which it did. I went to the prior high day and just kind of sat. Kind of like crude oil did, it just sat there. And it formed this little range. Actually, I thought it was wedging. And this was a breakout. I should have taken a long right here to retest this high off of a failed break lower. But once it broke and fell to the downside, it broke and fell to the upside, so I took the second candle short. And then boom, boom, hit my two targets with no problem. And then at that point I was down about 35 bucks. And like a dummy, I don't want to leave. I don't like leaving in a negative. So I waited for 2 hours for another setup, and it came here. I got in this one actually a little bit late. I could have got a lot more out of it. But I only went with one contract to get my 35 bucks back and at least be flat or even. But it went a little further, and I got like 9 ticks out of it, and then it was 60 bucks. So that's it for natural gas. I'll pause it and get gold ready. All right, so here's the yellow gold, and let me scroll back. I took one trade right there. So all morning it's going down, and if you hadn't noted, if you don't know, today's the 25th, and the S&P, another day of straight up all-time highs, and Dow hit the big 20,000. So everybody at the NYSE was wearing their stupid hats. But so historic day in the markets, all-time highs for all three indices, the sisters. So there's really no chance that gold was going to go up today. So I just had to wait on a short when I came in the morning. So this was the first shorting opportunity I saw coming in the morning. We made we made a little high here. It just sliced right through the EMA, and then it came back to test that. Actually this is the 200, and it broke through the 200, came right back through it. That's all she wrote. I knew that's all she was going to write, so I just went short right there. After it got below the EMA, tried to come back, and it couldn't even touch it. So I took a short there, and then got my first target, second target off right there, 150 bucks, and that was it. Could have taken a re-entry here, but I was done for the day. So I was done pretty much like that stupid natural gas thing. Waited 2 hours for that, 35 bucks. Anyway, here was a good opportunity to go short here going into that prior week low. We broke out of that 1200 mark right there. We just blew through 1200, sliced right through it. So when that much momentum was going on, they were just selling anything, any minor tick up, and they were selling it. So this was the best second entry or second opportunity of this move, was right there. And then it found a bottom around this 1292 or 1192, I'm sorry, area, and it's trying to get back into the 12. And it looks like 12 is probably going to end up being some resistance for a while. If the market continues, if the S&P and the Dow continue to make new highs, and they have a big leg to go up. But the S&P, we got to watch it. It broke out of a range. It's been in a range since the election. And it broke out of it today. Thought it was going to break out of it yet. Well, actually, it did. In the S&P, the mini S&P did break out of its range yesterday on low volume. So I'm leery about trading those low volume. I don't know how to trade them real well, because every time I get a signal in the opposite direction, a short signal, it just runs over me. So, but anyway, I left the E-mini alone today. because of that.